I was just playing with some things because of some people asking questions. Uh, so I came into the receiver, uh, Crossfire Nanny, boy, Nano Diversity RX running version 6.1.0. Let's make sure that's still the current. It is. And the output map, I just turned off the CRSF. There were questions about Mavlink being in the emulation mode or not. Uh, that's in the transmitter itself. And my Mavlink either is on or off, and I have no control over the mode. None. I can't change. Mine's on full. Now I can come up here and turn the Mavlink off. That still doesn't let me change this down here. Oops, probably shouldn't have done
Low
that.
battery, 0% remaining.
Yeah, uh, that's Q ground control doing its thing, and I might have just disconnected. We'll see here in a second. But that's all I have. I don't have emulation mode here anymore. So that's the transmitter. There's nothing else here. This could affect it, but I'm not going to get deep into that. Video transmitter team racing. No, that's about it. And the Mavlink. Mine says full. I can't get it go into saying emulation, which I did before. And again, over in the receiver, RC by Mavlink is on. Output map, like I say, I just turned off CRSF. Mavlink emulation, I don't know if it is that CRSF telemetry that is emulated. Documentation is scarce on this subject. So I just turned it off. I actually have no RC input right now. Just the Mavlink uh, communication on UART 4. If we go into the Wi-Fi, Mavlink here, you just tell it whether you're going to do TCP or UDP now and what port. I'm just jumping out and back in to see what that count. Oh, looks like I did stay connected even though I turned my Mavlink off. By the way, look at this. Today I've got 91% uplink loss. Remember yesterday I had none. Now my downlink is down about the same, but this is totally different today. But again, anyway, there's no emulation in here, and the rest of this all has to do with whether or not I use a password to log on and controlling the power and stuff. So the place where I have seen emulation before, which I believe was right here, my humble opinion, I can't make it say emulation anymore. So to me this is a full Mavlink connection. Again, documentation, I'd love to read it, see what emulation when it was done. What was it talking about? What was it? So I did connect Q ground control. We'll come over here in the Mavlink real quick and see if we're still, yep, we're still communicating. And this shows a loss rate here overall of 21%. So again, this could be fairly flyable. I've looked through Q ground control a lot more in the past 24 hours. I kind of like it. I haven't used it much, but it seems to be really have some things I might like. Here's video. This takes a video of the thing. I'm having to use a screen recorder on top of Mission Planner to record Mission Planner. Looks like this might be able to do it. I'm not sure what this is. I need to learn Q ground control. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Mavlink inspector. And again, we have our, I'm not going to count them. We have our plethora of sensor points. By the way, when I was sort of talking to one person indirectly yesterday about their platform, when they flip it into auto mode, the motor stops. When I was talking about take this RC channel here and you'd probably be on 3. In Q ground control, you can plot these things. So here's a plot of channel 3. And then there would be a place where you could get the, right, here's your servo outputs raw. So you could come in here to servo 3 raw and plot that against, there's nothing going on here, so we don't see any activity. It's straight line for both of them. But yeah, when you choose to plot them on 2 different graphs, if you do this one, you see a second plot comes up. So then you could come in here and look at your, what mode you're in. Seems I've found that. Mission current. Anything you plot stays. Anyway, you'd come in here and find your mode at the same time. In Mission Planner, it's a switch at the bottom instead of a, I guess you could map the mode over here. But I was playing with a lot of that and thought that it was pretty cool. That's why we keep all of this. You can come back after the flight and waste all sorts of time playing with the values. But what I see here, just going through it, is pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish down to here, kind of 7, another 7, 14, 17, 24, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42 sensor values. So there's, if I went down and counted them all, there's just a plethora. So I don't know what Mavlink emulation is. So I really don't think I'm doing it. I think I'm doing full Mavlink for various reasons. Again, one of them being all the sensor data. So if it was CRSF telemetry, which is only 21 points according to Team Black Sheep, guess I could try to pull up that site real quick. Search CRSFT. No results. Yeah, great. I'll find that document again. I also have it printed out over here someplace. Yeah, and I'm not finding it here either. RSF telemetry. find it again. But there's only 21 sensor values that come over with CRSF telemetry. And this is much more than 21. So that sort of tells me this isn't any kind of emulation. And if what they were talking about was Mavlink emulation using the CRSF telemetry data being only 21 sensor points, I don't see how you can expand that out into 100 or more. I think there's only 200 or 300, and that's if you're using 10 different range finders and 8 different batteries, you get all those. Anyway, don't think you can expand 21 sensor points. I don't think you can emulate 100 or more with that data. I guess you could. That'd be really pulling the wool over people's eyes. I don't know why anybody would do that. So I don't understand when this is in emulation mode. And I can't put this in emulation mode. I do have the full size transmitter, but I've not got this running Bluetooth like I have Wi-Fi, so I'm using the micro version 2 transmitter doing this. So, and the documentation, I guess I could search TBS site for Mavlink emulation. I'll do that. I'll just go ahead and post this for thoughts on these questions and research a little deeper and see if I can't come up with Mavlink emulation, what it does. I just don't believe you can emulate more than 21 sensor points from 21 sensor points. I don't know what they were doing. And I just seem to have a full Mavlink connection here. Like I say, I even went in and knocked down the RC receiver where it's not even doing CRSF. Those 21 sensor points are now gone. I bet if I pulled up yeah. I'm going to shut down this transmitter real quick. I've got it on a USB cable.
Communication lost.
Yes, I know. Q ground control. I had it on a USB cable for power and stuff, so I could get to it with.
Welcome to OpenTX.
This program, TBS Agent X. I'll just shut that down. Yes, I know you erred, you poor thing. I think. No. It's hard to say. I thought it would reconnect, but I guess it's not going to. Still, we've got an 80% connection. We'll disconnect here. We'll go back here. We'll connect here again. Oops. Guess I could have left that running. Where we disconnected was here when I shut down the. Oops. Well,
Receiver still connected.
I am connected to the receiver. Oops. Turn this back on.
Welcome to OpenTX.
There we go. And now we have something to connect to here again. Had to cycle it. That's the way it is with electronics. Now let's see what we can do here. TCP connect. Wow. connected. Still got that connected. Fun with computers. TCP connect. Wow.
Manual flight mode.
And it connects. Isn't that crazy? It didn't do a thing. It just was hung up somehow in the logic and stuff and did not want to do its thing until I closed the program and restarted it. And now you can see up here the perimeter values are coming in, which we all know is going to run quickly until it gets to about right here. So I'm looking out here at loss low at this point. I bet it has more packet loss when it gets to about right here reading in, and this starts going up there. Historically, that's what's happened. So right now you can't see it with TBS Agent X on the screen in front of us, but I don't have any kind of RC connection inside the RC receiver. I'm just connected to Mavlink only. And of course, look at this. It was running out through there nice and quick and right past where it normally slows down because I said it would. And now it's slowing down a little further out. The packet loss doesn't seem to be going up precipitously. It is going up. I did think it would go up. And of course, we're going to get to the end of this line at some point here. And it's going to give us an error message about the perimeters, which is mostly due to the fact that the platform is not fully set up. Almost there. So this whole section right here has to do with Mavlink. And there's some really killer stuff in here also about emailing logs and stuff to yourself or others or others. There we go. And yes, that's why it isn't doing well. So again, now if we come over here, look at the Mavlink data coming in. It is certainly more than 21 points. Got 18, 17 satellites connected. If this would just finish reading in. Yep, packet loss rates still coming up. But again, I think this is a usable connection. There we go. Gotta coax it sometimes. Based on these values here for these sub-channels, I think it is full Mavlink. Okay, I ran out and looked at my questions.
Communication lost. Communication regained.
Oh, that's interesting. Went out and looked at the questions people had this morning, and that pretty much is all I need to put in this. Again, I have found Q ground control to be kind of cool. Guess you can't put it in return to launch with a
Auto-tune flight mode.
compass not calibrated.
Circle flight mode.
This is cool. This is going to give me audio prompts
Cruise flight mode.
like Mission Planner does. Anyway, I'm going to shut this off. This will probably be my only video for today. Just wanted to kind of research. Some people that asked me if I was in full emulation or Mavlink emulation. Answer that question, and I will answer the other ones in text. Cool. Thank you, everybody.